He was a famous sharpshooter. Every time he carried out an assassination mission, he only brought one bullet. This time, he needed to use this single bullet to hit a terrorist on a train traveling at 500 kilometers per hour, 2 kilometers away. To ensure nothing would go wrong, he even licked his finger so his hand wouldn't slip when shooting. But just as he was about to pull the trigger, his companion on the train quickly stopped him because a little girl wandering around in the car had walked next to the target's seat. Jimmy quickly adjusted his sniper angle, changed the bullet trajectory, then pulled the trigger, finally shooting the bullet out in the last second before the train entered the tunnel. But this shot made Jimmy think about retiring because his abilities were declining significantly. From the on-site video his companion recorded, the target died from being shot in the neck, while his previous targets all died from headshots. If he had missed by another 5 centimeters this time, the little girl would have died. Before retiring, he found an old friend who also worked at the CIA to say goodbye. But his old friend reminded him to be careful lately because his last assassination target wasn't a terrorist at all, but a biologist working for the CIA. Obviously, someone had deliberately tampered with the information. Little did they know their conversation was being monitored by CIA higher-ups. This was classified information of the highest level. To prevent it from being leaked, the higher-ups decided to silence both of them. That night, Jimmy's old friend was killed by an assassin sent by the CIA. Even his friend's wife wasn't spared. But assassinating Jimmy wouldn't be so easy. As a former ace assassin of the CIA, his counter-surveillance abilities were extremely strong. After discovering he was being followed, he deliberately fired several shots on the spot to attract the opponent's fire, while he took the opportunity to run across the street and found a stone pillar as cover. Then he quickly pulled out a sniper rifle. The counterattack officially began, but just as he locked onto the target, he hesitated. The opponent actually looked exactly like him and appeared to be 20-something years younger than him. Just as Jimmy was puzzled, the opponent also discovered him. Fortunately, Jimmy reacted in time and wasn't hit. Because Jimmy didn't want to harm this assassin, he could only get on his motorcycle and quickly flee. But this assassin was relentless, and soon also rode a motorcycle to chase after him. Strangely, throughout the entire process, the assassin's riding movements and shooting movements were also exactly the same as Jimmy's, as if he was his clone. Because Jimmy had never married in his life, this person couldn't possibly be his son. So what kind of relationship did the two of them have?